The capital cost of power generation on a US dollar per kilowatt of capacity basis varies significantly based on the technology used, time to complete the project, and capital cost of the project. Incorrys analyze these variables for each type of power generation to determine a range of costs and corresponding timeline in years and provides reasons behind the differences. Now let's take a closer look at the key findings. Natural gas simple cycle plants have the lowest cost, between $700 and $900 per kilowatt, and one of the shortest timelines to complete of 1 to 2 years. This makes them one of the most affordable power generation options due to their lower initial investment. Although combined cycle gas plants do cost more than simple cycle, between $1,000 and $1,200 per kilowatt, simple cycle does have higher operational costs, which must also be considered. Combined cycle gas plants with carbon capture and storage, or CCS, the most expensive gas option at $1,500 to $2,000 per kilowatt, are still cheaper than traditional sources such as coal, with or without CCS, hydro, and nuclear, as well as newer sources like offshore wind and concentrated solar power. CCS currently adds between 25 and 40% to the total cost of a combined cycle gas plant, and also adds to the construction timeline. However, costs are expected to decline with improvements of carbon capture technology. Solar photovoltaic systems at costs of $800 to $1,000 per kilowatt, and onshore wind projects costing between $1,200 and $1,500 per kilowatt are also among the lower cost power generation options, primarily due to the simpler technology, shorter construction time, and benefits of economies of scale. As you would expect, the cost of offshore wind is considerably higher and takes longer to build than onshore, while concentrated solar power systems are 3 to 4 times more expensive than solar photovoltaic. Project costs and timelines for hydropower plants vary greatly, between $2,000 and $5,000 per kilowatt in 4 to 7 years, depending on regional geography and type of hydro system. Impoundment, which is a dam, diversion, which is also known as run-of-river, and pump storage hydro, or PSH. Traditional nuclear power plants, ranging between $6,000 and $8,000 per kilowatt, are among the most expensive to build and can take 7 to 10 years. Although small modular reactors, or SMRs, are less expensive, at $5,000 to $6,000 per kilowatt than traditional plants, they are still one of the most expensive power systems. The high capital costs for both are mainly due to the complexity of the technology, stringent safety and regulatory requirements, and extensive construction time. Incorrys expects the cost of SMR nuclear plants to decline going forward as the newer technology evolves. The decision to invest in a particular power generation technology should carefully consider both the initial capital costs and the long-term operational costs to achieve the most cost-effective and sustainable power generation option.